Capricorns, welcome to my channel. Let's see what the general energy is looking like for you. Of course, any information that you may be looking for to book a personal reading and everything will be listed in the description box. All right, let's see. Capricorn, okay, so we got the Four of Cups and we have the Three of Cups. Interesting enough, I do see that there's certain friendships, certain connections in general you just don't want to be associated with anymore. And you're in a space to where you recognize it's best for you to protect your energy or really close yourself off to hanging out, being around certain people who mean you no good. I'm also seeing when it comes to certain people that you call your friend, you could be questioning like, okay, is it genuine? Are you genuinely my friend? Or is it a scenario where you act as if you're my friend, but you don't genuinely care for me, especially if they have done things that have been very emotionally dismissive or have been kind of inconsiderate as well. I'm also seeing that there's some sort of connection that you could make through a friend, a mutual friend. And I'm talking about like romantic connection. You could meet someone who's like mutual friends with someone who you're cool with, or while you're at like a friend's party or a friend's event or out with friends, you could meet someone. And this person could, as you get to know them, there could be certain things that you notice about the way that they act or the way that they go about communicating or expressing themselves you may not necessarily like. So you could be wondering how to address this or how to handle this. I have the Chariot, I have the High Priestess, and I also have the Three of Pentacles. You could have somebody who's mad at you at work because someone's attracted to you, and they could be trying to start gossip, like trying to tell people in the workplace or people that you guys are connected to gossip that may not even be true, just out of anger. This could be a Pisces, this could be a Cancer. It doesn't have to necessarily be any of those signs, but I'm definitely seeing something where someone is upset because you could be like getting attention from someone that they like or that they want to be with. Anywho, I'm also seeing, so with the Chariot and the High Priestess, if you've been dating somebody where you just feel like you have to constantly watch your back in terms of them possibly putting you in a third party situation, or possibly dealing with someone who they swore up and down they were not going to entertain, deal with, you're going to be in a space to where either you're deciding that your peace is more than worth it with this situation and that you're going to just leave them alone, or you guys could be moving to a different space in terms of like trying to fix the relationship. But it could be this thing where in the back of your head it's this constant question of, is this person being honest with me? Are they being dishonest? Are they still like entertaining this? Okay, I got the King of Swords that wanted to show itself. I have the Moon card, and I also have the Ten of Cups. You could be needing to get a family member or a lawyer, or there could be some sort of legal case that a family member or the person you may have children with could be struggling with. And there could be some details that are still uncovering in terms of the situation. Okay. If there is an estranged family relationship, like you don't talk to maybe the person that you have children with, or your actual child, or a certain family member who you had a close relationship with, they could be thinking about you a lot, actually, even though they're not necessarily saying anything, and they could be acting, just kind of distant. There could be things going on with them that they don't really want you to know in terms of their like secrets or where they're at mentally. So it could be deeper than the surface level. Okay, so I have the Ten of Pentacles, the Star card, the Five of Wands, the Strength card, the Magician, and I have the Hanged One. Some of you guys actually are going to get approved for a home that you could have been really fighting for, like in terms of either bidding or when it comes to like the application process, if it's been a challenge within itself, you could be getting actually some really good news about you getting the home, the apartment, or being able to move in general. For my people who have like a roommate or a family member living with you, it could become an uncomfortable situation to a point to where you really have to rethink some things in terms of whether or not this agreement is working for you or what you guys have going is working for you. Because it could be a lot of stress, a lot of drama, especially if we're talking about like an Aquarius, Leo, in regards to the zodiac sign. I'm just seeing that you're trying to remain hopeful, but it could be a lot of like family drama or a lot of like drama in terms of living with like a roommate or something that could just have a lot going on. Okay, I also have the Knight of Swords, the Empress in reverse, and the Four of Wands. So you could randomly hear from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Taurus individual. And it could be the question of whether or not this person has grown, if this person has evolved in terms of the way that they think or the way that they move. And there could be some key signs of if they have or not. So, of course, pay attention, pay close attention to what this person has going on. I do see also you guys giving someone a really good cuss out in terms of, why is this? Yeah, some of you guys could be cussing out somebody who may have like cheated on you in the past. You could have an ex that could randomly reach out to you, and in them trying to come back and apologize or trying to come back and pursue you, you could be letting this person know how you feel about them, like truly letting them know. Yeah, and if this is possibly a Libra, I'm getting as well, because this also can be Libra energy too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so for my Capricorns who are casually dating, you could meet someone on the internet, and it could be questions around whether or not they're genuine about what they have going on. They could be telling you information about their life or what they have going on, and it could be seemingly not true to you, or just like you could be skeptical or finding that some of the things that they're telling you isn't necessarily adding up. So you could find things to be a little bit fishy with them. Okay, especially if they don't like answer the phone, or they only text, or they don't like video call. If you've been dealing with this person for some time and it's been like this struggle to like meet each other or to form a deeper connection, I think you guys could be deciding on whether or not to continue the communication with this long distance connection or not. Hey, Sade. All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna pull from here. What's going on with my Capricorns in general? What is going on with my Capricorns? Okay, so we have lightning, we have motivation, and we have community. Okay, interesting. So I will say this. There has been certain tower moments, or a tower moment in general, that was more so for spirit to show you where things need a checkup or where things need to be realigned. Okay, whenever the tower card or any card where it's talking about like the energy of something being disrupted, it's always to show us where things need to be adjusted or things need to change for the better. So it's like you guys have already went through this, and it's a matter of staying motivated. And I think right now, a lot of you are in this space of trying your best actually to stay motivated. You could be doing things like purposely going to take walks or reading more or doing things to just kind of balance your energy out as a whole. It's important that you also connect yourself with people who are genuinely supportive or like are on the same wavelength, even if that means online. You don't have to necessarily connect with anybody in person, or if you can't, then of course build you an online community, connect with an online community that could bring you some sort of, you know, equilibrium, or like you're connecting with your soul tribe essentially. I also have chance I have protection and I also have reflection. So for my Capricorns who has been interested in maybe pursuing opening a business or moving to a different part of the world or just kind of making a big step in your journey, Spirit wants you to know that you're being protected in the midst of your, journey. And if you've been letting fear talk you out of taking certain chances, it's time for you to let Spirit kind of protect you in their own way and not yourself be defensive towards the blessings or the opportunities that could be connected to taking certain, opportunities or going out of your way. Also with mirror representing reflection, it's like you've already done a lot of the sitting back, reanalyzing, seeing things for what they are in terms of what needs to be worked on personally. Like certain moments of reflection have already happened. It's important now to take that information and do what you may, but also surrender the rest of like the baggage of the trauma, the hurt that isn't necessary with where you're going. Okay, let me pull from this deck. Messages coming through from my Capricorns. Okay, so we have transform and unveil your gifts. So this is a perfect time for my Capricorns who have like different spiritual gifts, different gifts like in terms of you being able to sing, you doing this, you doing that. The more that you're learning about yourself, the more that you're uncovering parts of yourself, the more that you're going to unveil even more gifts that you could have, especially for my Capricorns who are embarking on a spiritual journey that you don't quite understand. But the more that you're going through the motions, you're learning more and more about what you're capable of. Yeah, we also have medicine guardian, being open to healing information. Some of you are actually meant to be a healer in your own right. Okay, especially if you are drawn to that path. But with this card too, I think that there's certain pieces of information that you guys are going to be uncovering. And this is going to be helpful to you if you allow it to be. Like the more that you're learning more and more about maybe the trauma you experienced as a child, this could be healing for you in terms of setting you free from certain like preconceived notions or belief systems that aren't necessarily yours, but are connected to certain traumas that you've experienced. Same thing in terms of like being in a relationship. Now, since you're uncovering things about yourself and the type of person that you were dating, this could be healing in terms of setting you free if you allow it to be. Yeah, surround yourself with protective energy. So this is also a reminder that your spiritual team is protecting you. We had the evil eye earlier, and then now we got the arrow. So know that you're being protected. Make sure that you are spiritually protecting yourself, okay? Making sure you're doing your spiritual baths, sage and all of that if that's what you're into, okay? But also intentionally keeping yourself away from people you know who mean you no good, or away from substances, things that just are not good for you, not in alignment with you. But let me move some of these cards off of here. There's so many up here. And then we're going to pull from the Enchanted map and see what the spiritual messages are for you. Okay, we have commitment. So your spiritual team wants you to fully commit to your goals and to not give up. Also, when it comes to whatever you are committing yourself to in terms of people, relationships, spiritual journey, whatever this may be, commitment comes with sacrifice. Commitment comes with knowing what you're signing yourself up for. I also have Wizard of Awareness. Yeah, knowing what you're signing yourself up for is going to be important. Okay, so if you are going to deal with an ex again, if you are going to get into a relationship with someone, and there's things that are just kind of peeking out, you know, coming to your awareness, it's important that you're taking that in. We also have Ghostlands, rescue, and intention. So you have a lot of cards where it's talking about your spiritual team backing you up. So if there hasn't been any moment, or if there has been moments where you've questioned whether or not your spiritual team is around you, the answer is definitely yes. But Spirit wants you to go back to the why as to what you're doing certain things for. When you remember the why for why you're, doing a lot of different things, it helps you readjust not only your actions, but also readjust the focus too. So let's say with a business, you've been feeling like you want to give up because maybe you're not reaching the sales you want to reach. Get back to the why you started your business, and then that will help you either re-inspire you to get back to what you're doing it for and seeing the bigger picture, or tell you if you should continue or not. Okay, same thing in terms of a relationship. What is the why behind being in the relationship with someone or the person that you're with? And if the intention is not lining up with the outcome, then that gives you the answer. But this is what I see. I hope that this was helpful and did give you insight. If you did enjoy, definitely thumbs up the video, subscribe so that you never miss a beat, and I will see my Capricorns in the next one.